The difference between physical sight and seeing with understanding. There is a difference between having good eyesight and truly seeing. Physical sight is simple. Light enters the eyes. The brain translates shapes, colors, movement. We recognize what is in front of us. A face, a gesture, a scene, a headline. This is the first layer of perception. But human experience does not end at what the eyes detect. What gives meaning to what we see is something deeper, something quieter, something slower. That is understanding. Physical sight answers the question, what is there? Understanding asks, what does this mean? What caused it? What context surrounds it? And how might my own history be shaping what I think I see? Many people see clearly. They notice details. They observe movements, expressions, tone. They gather information quickly. Yet they misunderstand entirely. Not because they lack intelligence, not because they lack data, but because perception stops at preference. They see what they want to see, or what they fear seeing, or what confirms what they already believe. The eye works like a camera, but the mind works like a filter. Two people can look at the same image and walk away with two completely different conclusions. One sees affection, another sees boundary crossing. One sees humor, another sees disrespect. The picture has not changed. The viewers have. Every human being looks through layers of experience: family upbringing, cultural norms, personal wounds, education, unspoken fears, past betrayals, moments of love. We do not see reality raw. We see it through ourselves. Physical sight is immediate. It is fast. The brain prefers quick conclusions. It likes certainty. It likes closure. Understanding, however, requires pause. It requires discomfort. It requires the willingness to admit, I may not be seeing the whole picture, and that is difficult, because admitting incomplete understanding can feel like weakness. It can challenge identity. It can shake the certainty we built around ourselves. So instead, many people defend their first impression. They confuse interpretation with fact. They treat assumption as truth, and conflict begins there. The most common confusion is between what happened and what we think it means. What happened is observable. What it means is constructed. But once the construction begins, emotion often joins the process. Emotion narrows vision. When anger rises, nuance disappears. When fear dominates, threat multiplies. When pride is activated, listening declines. In those moments, people are still seeing, but they are no longer understanding. Understanding asks different questions. Instead of, who is wrong? It asks, what led to this? Instead of, how dare they? It asks, what might they be carrying? Instead of, this proves I'm right. It asks, what might I be missing? Seeing with understanding does not excuse harmful behavior. It does not erase accountability. It does not silence truth. It expands it, because life is rarely one-dimensional. Human behavior is rarely simple. A reaction may be inappropriate, and also rooted in fear. A decision may be flawed, and also shaped by pressure no one else sees. Understanding holds complexity, without collapsing into denial. Another reason people see, but do not understand, is speed. Modern life trains us for fragments, short clips, headlines, edited highlights. We become comfortable with partial narratives. When faced with complexity, the mind grows impatient, so it summarizes quickly, and quick summaries often distort. There is also ego. To say, I might be wrong, requires strength. To reconsider a viewpoint requires humility. Without humility, sight becomes rigid, and rigid sight cannot evolve into understanding. Experience plays a powerful role as well. A person who has been betrayed may see betrayal everywhere. A person who has been dismissed may hear insult in neutral words. A person raised with strict boundaries may interpret closeness differently than someone raised with looseness. None of these responses are random. They are learned. They are protective. But protection can turn into distortion if it is never examined. This is why understanding begins with awareness of oneself. What am I bringing into this moment? What fear? What expectation? What memory? What bias? Am I reacting to what is happening now, or to something that happened years ago? Physical sight helps us survive. It keeps us from walking into danger. It guides our movement in space. Understanding helps us live with other human beings. It prevents unnecessary harm. It reduces conflict. It slows down judgment. A world full of people with sharp eyesight, but shallow understanding, becomes loud, reactive, divided. A world with deeper understanding does not eliminate disagreement, but it changes how disagreement unfolds. When we truly understand, we do not rush to share, to accuse, to expose, to condemn. We consider impact. We consider consequence. We consider the human being behind the image, because sometimes what seems like just a picture is someone's lifetime memory. Sometimes what feels like just a comment can close a door in someone's life. Seeing with understanding is slower, but it is steadier. It recognizes that knowledge alone does not create wisdom. Wisdom grows when perception is filtered through responsibility, and responsibility begins when we accept that we do not see everything, simply because we can see clearly. True understanding starts when we stop trusting our first reaction and start examining our own lens, because sight shows us the world. Understanding teaches us how to live within it. You are listening to
สถานีหยุดพักคลายเหนื่อย